Welcome to the Fairy Tale God Divine Intervention Show. I'm Shirley Ington, your host and storyteller for the Most High God. God has called me to this assignment of sharing EPs with his people. Some of these were actually written in the book that God used me as scribe to write, The Fairy Tale God. But anything that happened after 2022 is not in the book because that's when the book was published. And God didn't just stop writing after the book was published. God is writing even today. So I'm sharing those things with you as well because it is an assignment that God has given me. On March the 15th, 2020, I had a divine visitation. Oh, Jesus, from the Most High God. Every time I say it, it just kind of messes me up. But God wanted me to know that although I was praising Him for allowing me to complete another assignment, there were those who weren't praising Him. There were those who professed to be believers, Christians, who had been using Him in His name to gain fame and glory as though He was a fairy tale, as though God could not see, God could not hear, God could not know. They forgot that God is omnipotent, all powerful, omniscient, all knowing, and omnipresent everywhere. There's nowhere we can go that God is not there. Psalmist said, if I make my bed in hell, Sheol, you're there. There, God said, my people perceive me, liken me to a fairy tale. But through your life, I will show them what a fairy tale God can do. So we're talking about the gift of friendliness. All of us should be, because that is a gift that comes from God. And if it is a gift that comes from God, it is a gift of God. We cannot expect people to be friendly to us if we don't show ourselves to be friendly. And the gift of hospitality, the gift of helps, that's a gift of being friendly. And there's nothing wrong with that. So I was sharing some testimonies with divine receipts of how friendliness will open doors for us and make room for us and bring us before great people. I traveled more than I ever thought I would travel. But I want you to know it is because of the love of my family. As I shared in the earlier EPs, my family is very important to me. And when the doctor told me I may not be able to have any children, I was devastated. God knows how much I love my family. He blessed me. He's even blessed me with 8 grands. And I'm just grateful. My first son-in-law, Oninichi Charles Chukwu, is the reason behind my world traveling. You see, Onichi was my son-in-law, but he was really my son by love, because he treated me more as a mother than he did a mother-in-law. He called me Mumsy, and I loved me some Charles. That's what everybody called him, Charles. I called him Oni most of the time. He was a good husband, good father, and a good son-in-law. He told his wife, my daughter, that he wanted to make sure that his children would see the world, because it was so much bigger than the little matchbox that most of us never leave, get out of. But he didn't stop there. He said, and I want Mumsy to see the world. Before she leaves, I want her to see, to go places. So he started it. He would tell my daughter, and she would do. And so he had been at, when they had moved out there, he was talking. Mumsy, when you coming? I don't know. I don't know, Charles. I don't know, Oni. And so it was a time when they knew that it was going to be the anniversary of Glenn's passing. And they wanted to make sure I didn't go through it alone. So that was my first trip to the Middle East. And he told Jessica that he wanted to make sure that the children and me be exposed. The Lord called Oni home in 2023. But his wife has honored his request. And so when I go visit her, she purposely plans a trip to another country so she can honor her husband. She also honors her husband with her children. My grandbabies have probably been to more countries than I have. Oni was a good man. And the Lord placed him here for a reason and a season. But he loved his wife. He loved his family, his children. He loved me. He loved all of us. And so the blessings I receive now is because of that great man who is no longer here. It was a very difficult thing, and it's not in the book. So, but he was truly a gift. Truly a great man. Because you don't find very many son-in-laws who care for their mother-in-law the way Oni cared for me. So I know he was a godsend. And he left me two little precious Igbo grandchildren. I just love them. And I thank God for the connection of friendliness from different cultures. But we connected, and we loved, and we blessed, and we continue to trust God. So we're moving on. It's almost 10 minutes. I hope you were blessed by these